Welcome to Mamdanistan. Welcome to New Yorkistan. The wokeness and the Sharia is in the air. It's palpable. You can feel it. You can experience it. It is electric. And I felt it last night. As you guys know, we traveled over to the Brooklyn Paramount. And on our travels there, I was legitimately anxious. As you guys know, not very good at hiding that sort of stuff. Not very good at hiding it at all. The reason why I was nervous is because I've been burned before. I have been burned before. We've all been there. If you've been socialist or a leftist for a long enough time, you've been there at the moment of seizing on glory, having it get ripped away from you. So I was not ready to celebrate until the ball dropped. We walked in and we locked in. We had like 90K. That was pretty cool in the chat. A lot of people going crazy. This is cool. HasanAbi sworn by journalists at the New York City Zohar Mamdani watch party. Things that I said?
Yeah, like any of the
I regret things that I say, and I regret things that I will say in the future as well. I'm a human being, and I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm not a serious political operative by any metric. If Andrew Cuomo decides to present me as some sort of kingmaker, well, he's wrong. I'm just a regular ass dude. But that's probably the reason why I have 70,000 people watching right now, because people want to hear from regular ass dudes as opposed to more buttoned up commentary folk that don't actually represent the interests of everyday citizens. How many cameras do you think you said Andrew Cuomo to? I don't know, but it's never enough. Hey, you, Andrew Cuomo, suck my dick. Suck my dick, Andrew Cuomo. You bitch. You bitch, you suck. Oh my God. I will keep saying that. Oh my God. Why was Olivia Reingold hovering over you? So that was like a very funny moment as well. The Free Press's very own, the lady who did the terrible John Oliver bit, most notoriously wrote that article about how the Gaza famine is not real, or how, like, you know, actually, Israel isn't just starving able-bodied children. Israel is starving disabled children. Like, remember that banger article that Benjamin Netanyahu posted? The lady that wrote that article for the Free Press was the one who was just like straight up following me around, trying to basically catch me slipping. I don't know. I mean, look at this. Look, and it's so funny that like a lot of people don't think that I'm like aware of this. Of course I'm aware of it, man. I'm not gonna like make a big deal out of it in the moment, but like, of course, she was literally just like behind me, hovering around the whole time. Yeah, of course I knew who she was from the jump. You kidding me? But you have to be courteous to the best of your ability, right? But of course, like there was a point where I think she brought up like another article that she had written about the millionaires leaving New York. And I was like, oh yeah, you wrote that article? I was like, I'm familiar with your other article. Here's the moment. Yeah, I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
I've seen your work on denying the Gaza famine.
Oh, how you doing?
Hi.
But you guys...
You did do that though.
Okay, well, anyway, I would love to profile you. Because you know who I am.
For the Free Press?
Fine.
You already have profiled me. You called me the handsome face of terror apologia. Not you, but your outlet did. Which, by the way, I did not have an issue with at all, because they used a handsome photo. So it was cool.
Well, anyway.
I literally, I put that article on as one of my favorite articles anytime someone asks.
I love how familiar you are with the Free Press.
I'm a media demon. Of course I'm familiar with the Free Press. I do media.
Free presser?
No, I'm not a free presser. I do media criticism as a part of my job. So of course I'm familiar with the Free Press. What?
I just heard a lot of love for this.
Totally snubbed Amani, who was hella judging the white girl law. That's Amani from Muslim Girl, I believe. Yes, I've known Amani for years. And it was just unfortunate timing for her to be there while that encounter was taking place. But it's so funny because, like, as I was saying hi to her, she immediately recognizes what's going on and she just like peels away. It's pretty funny. Amani's the one in the background. AOC, a possible future president, stream snipe you. That's motion. Oh yeah, that was dope. What is this new ticket for 2028? They're everything to me. Yeah, this was a great moment. Always. These are, people don't understand. They keep telling me like, oh, have you seen these ladies? And I'm like, have I seen these ladies?
Our first fan.
I ride for them. I'm a day one. Oh yeah, New York Post cover today is a banger, and I think they can't even find it in circulation because people have been purchasing it like crazy. On your marks, get set, Zoe, Socialist Mamdani wins race for mayor. And yeah, apparently a banger cover. I need one. HasanAbi vindicated. What is this? Oh yeah. Exit polling on young men 18 to 29. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch. Let's go. Oh, plus 40? Plus 40? Oh, we're outside. We are outside, mother. Let's go. Oh, the utter vindication to all of my haters, brother. Oh my lord, the dudes are so back. Oh, the dudes are so back. Ay, ay, ay. There were some very cool moments last night. RIP to all the haters. I know seems like nobody at the event had watched the context nuke and wasn't familiar with like, Dogtober 7, Shocktober 7, I guess. Because if you look at like Reddit, if you get your notes from Reddit, you think like, or all the base boosted Twitter accounts, you would assume like, the whole world despises this guy, but it turns out it's not the case. We will mobilize. We will make sure that his agenda, his working class first agenda works. All right, here you go. Yeah.
What's up? How are you?
Good. How are you? Excuse me. Oh my God.
This is insane.
The amount of anxiety that has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah, 100%.
I was so worried. I was so worried.
I know the nerves are peaking from the call.
It felt like February in Nevada, where you're like, oh my God, is this happening? And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah, is it gonna happen?
Yeah, so I'm so glad. I'm so glad it happened. But listen, you know this better than anybody else. The job is only beginning.
Oh yeah, this is step one.
And look, people keep asking me like, what do you think? Oh, will he be able to get his agenda across? And I'm saying like, look, there are people like myself. We are ready to mobilize to make sure that we apply pressure where pressure is necessary in terms of showing up, in terms of being loud, in terms of making sure that people understand that there's a generational cope happening in a subreddit right now. What, LSF? Last night's events is unironically the proof that this shit don't matter. Who gives a what a bunch of sweaty Redditors who never leave their goddamn basements think, okay? Years and years of desperate attempts of manufacturing outrage, desperate attempts at smearing me and what I've been trying to do have amounted to obviously nothing. Like, it makes my life worse. It makes things harder. It makes things here. That's true. But ultimately, how can you look at yesterday being surrounded by you guys, a ton of HasanAbi heads who went out and door knocked and canvassed and was able to play a formative role in successfully bring about change? Like, literally, you have to understand something. People in this community that are already a part of the DSA New York, they went in and they were a part of 100,000 other New Yorkers that phone banked, that canvassed, that door knocked for a Muslim socialist mayor, a Muslim socialist mayoral candidate that was, at the time of our first interaction, polling at 5% in a crowded primary field with no name recognition. You all played a part in history, and there's a reason why there was so much international attention on this as well. Like, there was an incredible amount of attention from other global leaders. Like, this is huge. This is a huge deal. And you guys played a role in it. Every single person that went out and door knocked, every single person that canvassed, like, you did this. Okay? I need you to understand. This is why I always say, like, I am just one dude. I'm nothing, right? I am nothing without this community. I'm nothing without you guys, and I'm nothing without you guys actually going out and doing the work. Okay? I'm just one dude. Don't let anybody take that away from you. We are always ready to mobilize, and we did it. We played a role in this, in history in the making. So we can have a brief moment of respite, and we can actually, breathe for a little bit and celebrate it. Bask in the glory for a brief moment. Obviously, the work is not done, and there are still many mountains to climb, many hurdles to overcome. How concerned were you that the 9/11 comments would negatively affect Zoran's campaign? Honest estimation, I didn't think it was going to work at all, as I told you guys. But you always still have to worry a little bit, because I don't know how racist people are. And like, look, it's not a secret, guys. Like, yes, now that the election is over, we can be open about it. Okay? Yes, of course, I am fairly well connected with not only Zoran, but also the campaign. Okay. And yes, of course, I was very deliberately, after the 9/11 stuff blew up, very deliberately standing on the sidelines. Okay. Like it's not, I was doing that on purpose because I was a little worried no matter what. Unfortunately, there are a lot of very wealthy individuals who clearly consider me to be a significant enough figure to try and disparage as aggressively as they did. I mean, think about it. Michael Bloomberg literally dumped $3.5 million into running that ad, okay? In that very last moment, I didn't want to ever be a burden, right? It's crazy to me how much they spent. The Fix the City stuff, the 22 billionaires that spent 26 million. It was actually crazy. I mean, Sean is right. It's impossible to quantify how badly associating Zoran with Hassan backfired. Literally all he did was make Hassan more popular and Zoran was completely unaffected. I don't understand. Why are these guys celebrating? They should be worried. They should be worried in my presence, right? They should be frustrated that I'm there. It's so strange. Dave Jesus, I'm no great fan of Trump's, but if you're going to posture that saying someone is disgusting, ugly, nasty is the equivalent of calling for young children to die slow deaths in their mother's arms, then I've misjudged you. Yeah, he's talking about the Jay Jones story. And David says they're not equivalent. You see why Dem got cynical. If Jones had texted that stuff about Mike Pence and protests on January 6th, he'd be walking around with a full pardon. The bar is low now for everybody. Same story in New York. Cuomo endlessly attacking Mamdani for appearing with Hassan Piker as if most people aren't desensitized to a politician going on a podcast who says offensive stuff. And I'd be willing to wager 98% of everyday New Yorkers who saw those attacks regarding Piker had never heard of him, rendering it pointless. People can relate to expensive housing and groceries and transit, not old comments made by a media personality only hardcore leftist New Yorkers know. It's just like, it was not going to work. I am not a Nick Fuentes style figure. My national relevance, albeit limited, is not negative. And these guys can try, as they did for the past 2 years, with vicious smears, calling me a dangerous anti-Semite, a terrorist, all this stuff, right? Most people arrived at my position that I was at on Israel. The landscape has changed. The media environment has changed. People's attitude towards like past statements and how relevant they are has changed. Funniest thing I saw was people claiming that you were centering yourself as though Andrew Cuomo did not spend millions on attack ads against you. I know. It would have been much better if I got no mention whatsoever from the super PACs that were on Andrew Cuomo's side or Andrew Cuomo himself. It would have been awesome. I hated that. I don't like that kind of attention. I don't even want to have people feel like there could have been a negative impact. I don't want to feel like I could have had a negative impact. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but having said that, it obviously didn't work. It's so funny. Anytime something like marginally good happens, it's always so funny that like the dudes whose primary investment into this world is just like attacking me on Reddit and we'll try to find a way to turn it into something silly and stupid. This ain't about you, dog. No, it's not. It's not about me at all. It should have never been about me. That's my point. This is what I said to NBC News.
On next to imagery of the Twin Towers falling.
I mean, he's a racist. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he was. Not only is he incredibly racist for trying to associate his historically significant Muslim mayoral competition as somehow being affiliated with 9/11 in the most like sinister way, which he basically gave the game away on the Sid Rosenberg show when he straight up agreed with Sid Rosenberg that Zoran would cheer on another 9/11. Like this is an unacceptable form of bigotry. It's the type of. I even expanded on that. I said it's the type of bigotry that even Donald Trump, regardless of how much bigotry he traffics in, has not entertained. Oh, this was a funny thing too.
You've been a famous fixture in this election campaign.
I know.
How many new followers have you gotten because of Andrew Cuomo?
I don't know, but all the grandparents that are furiously Googling Hassan Piker 9/11, I hope you saw all my meat pics. I posted it for you, Grandma. All the grandmas out there. Meat pics for Grandma. Hassan is holding a press conference at the Zoran victory rally. Jeff is my goat, okay? You know, he's a Politico. Maybe he's not, you know, I thought he would have been more hostile to someone like myself, but he just straight up defended me, if you guys remember, when the Cuomo campaign or the PAC was like, I can't believe he was invited to the Zoran rally as a special guest. And he was like, yeah, he did, as a member of the media. And, you know, he should be invited to other events as well as a member of the media. Like, what are you talking about? 70,000 likes on this. Oh, we're so back. Woke is back. Woke Sharia law is back, boys. Woke Sharia law is back. Even on Twitter. God damn. Yo, what happened? Hey, what happened? I thought that 9/11. Hassan loves 9/11. What happened? What happened? I thought that was a successful campaign strategy. What happened? Bitch. Andrew Cuomo, f you. Suck my dick, Andrew Cuomo. Bill, hey, Pac-Man, Bill Smokes Crackman, f you. I feel electric. I feel amazing. I feel like being uncompromising in your values, whether it be about touching that third rail of speaking out against Israel, or primarily focusing on affordability in your campaign strategy, turns out very effective. It's something that I know you know. It's something that I have spoken to every fucking Democrat about. Can I curse on this? I'm sorry. It's something that I fucking talked about every Democrat. That's like, oh, why do we keep losing? I'm like, this is why. And now I can just point to Zoran and say, hey, he did it, and he won. A certain subset of Reddit realizing in real time last night that being chronically online is not the same as real life. This is a reminder to all of you. The noise that comes from Reddit or reactionary spaces online, but even the noise that comes from the campaigns, right? Like, I mean, this became a fixture of Andrew Cuomo's line of attack against Zoran Mamdani, and even then, it was nothing. It was nothing.
I have a text from Jamal where he says, "I told you so."
That was primary.
Primary, yeah.
Listen, hopefully this is.
Bro, I'm packing this moment up in my mind palace and going back here anytime I feel bad. Anytime I feel bad, I'm going back to this moment. It is very important. It is very important to take the victories that you get. It is very, very important. That is a important part of maintaining that revolutionary optimism that I talk about all the time, right? That is a big part of it.
It's too much. It's too controversial.
How do you feel tonight?
I don't know how anyone feels today. Like this campaign proves what politics actually is. Rooted in justice.
We got the public advocate. Oh, congratulations. Giovanni Williams is here.
We shook up the world.
He shook up the world.
We shook up the world.
You were one of the earliest people to endorse.
What a night, man. What a goddamn night.
Thank you, my friends. The sun may have set over our city this evening, but as Eugene Debs once said, I can see the dawn of a better day for humanity.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
As we can remember, the working people of New York have been told by the wealthy and the well-connected that power does not belong in their hands. Fingers bruised from lifting boxes on the warehouse floor, palms calloused from delivery bike handlebars, knuckles scarred with kitchen burns. These are not hands that have been allowed to hold power. And yet, over the last 12 months, you have dared to reach for something greater. Tonight, against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life. But let tonight be the final time I utter his name as we turn the page on a politics that abandons the many and answers only to the few. New York, tonight you have delivered. A mandate for change. A mandate for a new kind of politics. A mandate for a city we can afford. And a mandate for a government that delivers exactly that. On January 1st, I will be sworn in as the mayor of New York City. And that is because of you. So before I say anything else, I must say this. Thank you. Thank you to the next generation of New Yorkers who refused to accept that the promise of a better future was a relic of the past. You showed that when politics speaks to you without condescension, we can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you. Or as we say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum.
Awesome. How can you not feel excited, man?